What's up, everybody? We're live. It's Jesse Aguilar with Sabrina from Queens. What's up, Sabrina?
Hello. Long time no see, I feel like, since the IKEA incident.
Oh, yeah. You were out last time we saw you were out making IKEA furniture with your sister at college.
Yes.
How'd that go?
Only 2 battle wounds later, but the dresser and the desk are put together, so that's really all you can ask for.
You and your sister are still talking? That's the only...
Barely. Very minimally.
Hanging in there. Mike Allan is here as well. Literally.
I was just thinking if that's what she wears when she's building IKEA. That's what I imagine Sabrina from Queens is a super chic while building the Tjorg.
I was wearing a dress putting together the IKEA furniture, and I did get roasted for wearing said dress.
I just imagine you're always wearing something super, super chic, and you're building that Tjorg and stuff, and it's beautiful.
We try, you gotta do what you can.
How many wood pegs did you lose?
Oh my God, not too many to count. But good thing they gave you one extra, I think.
Always just one extra.
I think just one.
They don't. You got to go back. They don't.
Look, that's what.
Mike Allan, we always catch Mike right in the middle of nap time with the 2 kids. What's the status of Hudson and Avery?
Hold on. Oh, I just hear music.
Nice.
Do you hear that?
Oh yeah.
That's the sweet sound of nap time here in the Allan.
I didn't know if the show was gonna get on. We had some things going on earlier, but
show always goes on.
First comment of the day we're always looking for, and of course it's Jeremy Loves Bacon. Man, it's Friday. I really feel like I could use some Jenny Chesney to rock my summer weekend.
Let me tell you about Jenny Chesney. I went to high school with Jenny. Jeremy.
Oh wait, Jeremy with the recovery. Kenny Chesney.
Oh,
correct.
You mean Kenny? Got it.
Good thing I didn't tell you the stories about Jenny because that would have been embarrassing.
No. And obviously Jeremy's got somebody named Jenny that's very important to him.
True.
It auto-corrected. All right, so let's get to it. Speaking of Kenny Chesney, we got set up by Jeremy Loves Bacon, as we often do. It's our summer concert series on the radio. Sabrina, give us the air quotes on the
radio.
Radio. Well, yeah, I guess the air quotes.
It should be on concert. Let's be clear here.
Okay, you put me on the spot there.
You have to be very careful using air quotes.
Comes in and messes up my whole air quote flow.
I'm just saying you got to be very careful using air quotes in radio now. Okay. So we're in a you got to be very careful.
The air quotes are on concert. All right, try again. It's
concert.
On the radio.
Concert on the radio.
Sort of like you work here. You work here.
No.
I have a job.
It's Friday. No jokes. No jokes like that on a Friday. Kenny Chesney, 6 o'clock on the radio. So here's the thing. I assume a lot of people don't know. They've actually, Kenny's people and Kenny himself, not only is Kenny going to be joining and some memories from MetLife, specifically those shows, but some songs out of the Kenny Vault that are only going to play sometime between 6 and 7, and they go back in the Kenny Vault. So these are not songs that are just floating around on different streaming services. Just so you know, even if you're a Kenny fan, you've probably never heard some of these versions that we're going to play tonight. So I'm excited.
I got to tell you, this is pretty bittersweet for me, Jesse. I don't know how you feel. Because this is what you all year long, you're waiting for one certain Saturday in August. Mm-hmm. And it happens to be tomorrow.
Yeah. It builds up
all year long. And guess what? They took it away from us. But it's okay. It's all for good reasons, and they're going to do it again next year. And the second best thing, like we always say on Fridays, the second best thing is to listen to it on your radio. And so it'll be super fun to hear that. But I'm telling you, this was one concert that all year long you wait for, all the hype is about, and being in radio, you're talking about it on the air. You're talking about different promotions and this and that and all that. Got to wait until next year.
This is the show, actually, that every year I would go. It's not one day of the year, but one of the few days of the year, I actually go to Port Authority and get on the bus to ride that to MetLife Stadium. Because I don't want to because the train's too packed. And the trains don't start till like 3, 4 o'clock. So I'm there on that bus, riding through the traffic, getting there so early. And obviously, even no matter how early I get there, I'm so far behind in the tailgate. So we're all...
Jesse always rolls up like mid-show, like, hey, what'd I miss?
That's not how
I mean, no, that if you know anything about Jesse, that is definitely not how he rolls.
When it was during the week,
Oh,
and he wouldn't get off till after 7. You see where I'm going with this?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I got you.
That's true. During the week.
During the week.
During the week.
Got it.
Specified.
Yeah, no, no. But the coolest thing that I remember, if you just digress, we're not even digressing. This is like all about Kenny, because do you remember we were in the parking lot, we're playing music.
There is no digressing. There's no digressing during a pandemic. There's no boring stories.
It's true.
Mike, you have the floor.
But
entertain me.
Jesse is just literally going from tailgate to tailgate, right? And he's grabbing a beer from this tailgate. He's got another drink from this. I don't know if Jesse drank them all, because I'm pretty sure he didn't, being the responsible, Jesse Eddie that he is. But he's doing the broadcast from the back of a pickup truck where they filled it up with like 100 gallons of water. They got a hot tub back there. Yeah. There's cornhole. He's got guys and girls both on his back. They're doing races.
I was going to say, it reminds me of Jesse giving piggybacks.
Yeah. Which we used to do in high school football. We do that in power training, we call it. We had this big hill. We had to carry people up. So I always have those flashbacks, by the way. The thing about those shows, too, what you target, like, you can't go to someone's tailgate and they're like, hey, Jess, you want a beer? Like, what am I going to say? No, I'm good. Like, so, you gotta be that guy. People jumping on to say hello.
Tomislav.
Hi. Got us on the Twitter /Periscope. Allison's, hopefully I can stream it in Scotland. Enjoying everyone. Linda says my daughter had VIP pit tickets. Ooh. I know. Aunt can't come soon enough. So I know we're all supposed to be hanging in Kenny. Can't. There you go. I know. So
it's just the best. It's just the best, because it's like the best memory of the summer. And then when you're in it, February and March, and it's really cold, and we're in the city, and we're just kind of yearning for a live show outside. There's the gold standard is Kenny Chesney. So obviously now with 2020, we have something to look forward to for 2021. So I'm super pumped.
Well, at least the good thing is we have baseball to get us through the weekend. No, we don't.
Wah, wah, wah.
I do have a theory on this.
So just to set it up, it's someone on the Mets. That's as far as I know. There's no one been identified.
They don't want to identify the name, right?
Right. So it was just this game. Now it's the entire series. All right, to your theory now.
Just a quick theory, not getting uber sports, because I know we'll lose Sabrina in some weird thought.
You've already lost me.
Yeah, the Yankees have played a pretty terrible series against the Tampa Bay Rays. The baseball gods were looking down. Not that they wish anybody to get sick, but they just needed a weekend off. So with the shortened season, I think this is going to be good. Yankees will be back next week, and I wish everybody on the Mets, obviously, I don't know who it is, but I hope everybody stays safe, because we don't wish that on anybody.
Just waiting for the baseball talk to be done,
Okay.
Just waiting.
So Sabrina, here's the thing for people that don't know. You've got some teams that have had, I think St. Louis, like so many games canceled. They've got to play like 50 some games, and they got to do double headers. And unlike basketball and hockey, when they're in the bubble, they're traveling around the country, so it's a different issue. There you go.
Okay, I love when I come on here with you guys and you talk sports. I get to sit back for a minute, just chill out, listen, learn. It's my favorite part of the day.
Rejoin that Instagram photo shoot you're in the middle of.
Yeah, just scroll through my feed, just catch up on all my correspondence, things like that.
This is my IKEA lightware.
Yes, make sure the IKEA furniture is all put together and standing.
Looks good. This is a big thing. Obviously, it's been great because it's summer and you enjoy eating outside anyway, but the restaurants, in order to make business, they're like, we need indoor dining. So now you see this is a story from our sister station, 1010 Wins, or CBS News Radio 880. 100 NYC restaurants planning class action lawsuit to allow indoor dining because they're like, we barely are scraping by in outdoor dining. I don't even know if they're scraping by. And that is going to end, I think, technically October 31st. It could get extended. But ultimately, Mother Nature is going to end the outdoor dining. So this is just a big thing here in New York City. And obviously, every sort of entertaining, whether it's weddings, parties, bar mitzvahs, has all been affected by this. But at some point, I don't know what the plan is, because obviously we might be in a tougher situation. So indoor dining in New York City has got to happen at some point, I would think.
I think the big story here, if you are able to go out to eat, or if you're able to do takeout, I think this would be the time to go to your favorite restaurant and get takeout, because I'm not sure if it's going to work, but you could certainly support your restaurant by doing takeout. Of course, that doesn't help the waiter or the waitress, but you got to do baby steps. I'm kind of torn here. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I know that I have a lot of friends who own restaurants, and I know that I have a lot of friends I have friends that have become friends because I go to restaurants. But I just hope that people could do takeout. Hope people could do takeout and get some money into those restaurants. So I don't know what a class action suit necessarily is going to do, but I'm rooting for everybody.
Yeah, and I think for them, it's that, well, everyone else in the rest of the state, but boy, this thing in New York, you think back to April and May, and then you look what's happened down south when they opened up restaurants and bars. So, I mean, it's tough, but I know that like I said, outdoor dining, I mean, you could put on your parka and you can sit outside in November. But hey, what are you going to do? So let's move on now to, this is actually something, this story, I don't want to talk about too much because it makes me like hurt. But Tyler Hubbard from Florida Georgia Line, and when I saw injured his ankle, like really injured his ankle, let's hopefully, Tyler, this is him talking about it. I do not hear that. Do you have audio on this?
No, I never have audio.
I don't hear it.
Let's start over with this. There, maybe I didn't click the. I should have. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Date from here at the Hubbard house. My world has drastically slowed down over the last 2 days. I was at the track riding my dirt bike a couple of days ago, overjumped a jump, landed flat, and blew out my ankle. So I'm sitting here, just managed to get my boot back on this morning, but I have a ruptured Achilles tendon, and I broke the bone right there on the inside of the ankle. So unfortunately, I have to get surgery next week, and then we'll start the journey to recovery. But anyways, couldn't be worse timing. I'm really bummed. I'm upset that I can't be helpful around the house as much as I would like to be. But I know God's teaching me something through all this, and I'm going to try to stay positive, try to work on my mental game and apparently some upper body. So anyways, just an update. Hope y'all are doing well. Keep you posted and have an awesome day.
Man. So, yeah, when he said Achilles, I was like, so if.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
honestly,
out for the season.
I mean, if Florida Georgia Line was on tour right now,
Yeah.
the tour is probably on hold at this point. I mean, he could kind of probably, have to be in a wheelchair or, seated throughout the entire show, but probably on hold for a few weeks till they figure it out. But that's tough. And that's a long recovery as well.
And was the baby screaming in the video, or is that in my apartment?
I assume it was in the video because
I assume so too.
You were going to get up.
And that made me think that he said, when God taught me he's trying to teach me a lesson. The answer is, your wife is due in 2 weeks. You should be living in a darn bubble like I did and every other father. You're not allowed to go dirt biking. You crazy? I tried to go in one of those skydiving boxes where you're put into like the fan. And my wife almost killed me before she was pregnant, before she had the baby. You live in a bubble. That's what God's trying to teach you. Get off the dirt bike. Put it away for a couple months.
I'm just saying. Come on, dude.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Come on, man. So obviously he's that's a lot of trouble to be in.
Oof.
And to have to deal with, wife issues as well with the baby. And then, so good luck on it. He's going to be
putting a boot on in the doghouse is
God
worse
bless.
than being in the doghouse. I just got to tell you.
Doing a
God
lot
bless
There's
him.
nothing
he's been doing a lot of holding that baby. Oh,
Man.
man. All right. Let's see what we got here. I got some issues.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what's going on there.
Do you need me to jump in and talk about Luke Bryan's favorite number one songs again?
No,
I could do that.
you're good. No, I should be good. Mike, hey, tell us about what's going on tonight. Obviously, you're on the radio at 7 o'clock, but Tim McGraw as well, this live stream that's happening.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. Obviously, he's got a new album, Family Time, also with his family. You read those stories, it kind of warms your heart during this. Obviously, there aren't big parties for album release parties. So I think his family and Faith kind of bombarded him and put together this big party, which is awesome. This is such a hard time for you and I. But you think about the privileged artists and everything. They have, the same feelings we have, and the problems they have are on a different level. But this is a big problem. You want to kind of celebrate something great. So he's going to be celebrating on this stream as well. But yeah, super excited for new music from Tim. Loving what we have so far. But after 7 o'clock, we're just playing all your music to kind of be the soundtrack to your weekend. Friday night, I know a lot of people text me on Fridays and Thursdays that they're out by the pool. Kind of, you have a pool in the backyard. It's a perfect night for a night swim tonight. So hopefully you could put us on through your big speakers by the pool and Just swim to the tones of me, Mike Allan.
Boom, boom,
Whoa,
boom.
hey.
Man, you set that up nice, Mikey. That was so good.
Pin dropped.
Today, by the way, is also First Responder Friday. So if you want to nominate someone, you can do that as well at NewYorkCountry947.com.
On that note, obviously super excited for our winner, but I got to do something super special today. If you don't mind, Jesse, I'd love to indulge for 25 seconds.
What do you got?
During this pandemic, I've kind of acquired some signs that I set up for birthdays and celebrations. But today I got to go to the Riverdale nursery school, the nursing home, the Riverdale nursing home, where a group of volunteers, a guy I met, this guy Danny, put together the Riverdale Project, which is just north of Washington Heights in Manhattan. It's part of the Bronx, and he did a GoFundMe. He's got a whole bunch of money, and he's going to be going to different areas to kind of thank all the essential workers. He went to a post office last week. He's going to Firehouse on next week. And this week was all about the nursing home workers. So we went out there today. We set up some signs. We made a lot of noise. We had all the workers come out. So shout out to everybody at Riverdale Nursing Home. I keep saying nursery school. Nursing Home. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for your service. No better way during First Responder Friday to just kind of thank everybody who's here in the service industry during this time that we're in, obviously in this COVID time. But it was super cool to be a part of that. So thank you to Danny, Riverdale Project, and can't wait to be a part of this for the weeks to come.
Very
good for you, man.
inspiring.
I'm literally now just running this off my mic drop. I don't know if that's what. I don't know if that's what Diane was saying.
Yeah, Diane. Munko, I got the mic drop. And that's how we end the broadcast right there.
Boom. All right. Well, it looks like my backup Wi-Fi is down, so we're going to talk about but I played it. I think that was great. So Kenny Chesney, you can get details at NewYorkCountry947.com. His live stream that's going to happen at 9 o'clock tonight. There's a pre-show as well, but all those details are on the website. Tomorrow night is actually Rascal Flats, radio.com, and that'll be at 9 o'clock. So that'll be a cool. Obviously, there's no Mets, no Yankees. I got nothing to do, so you can watch Rascal Flats do a little bit of their farewell thing because, they were supposed to do the whole farewell tour, but now that's not going to happen.
I can go off on a whole thing and just forget what I just said about Kenny Chesney. One show I was super excited about, I got to tell you, all year long was the Rascal Flats and their farewell tour.
Love me some flats.
There's no better show than a Rascal Flats show.
Yeah. When you're yearning for a show, all kidding aside, the Rascal Flats are amazing.
January, February. I will say the first time, I was like new in town. It was one of the first shows in New York City. It was the country radio. And we went to Rascal Flats and we pulled into the parking spot and they had my name on the parking spot out of Jones Beach.
Whoa, that's elite.
And this was the first thing I'd done. So I just thought that was a New York radio thing. Like I was like, let me see if I can find Scott Shannon's spot is probably over here or something like that. Man, Rascal Flats.
The perfect way to answer that. That's New York radio, Jesse. That's what that is, radio.
I'm out.
Classic. So that's tomorrow night, but 6 o'clock, Kenny Chesney. Let's get out of here. Kenny Chesney, 6 o'clock
tonight.
Concert
tonight
on the radio. Lots of live track. Kenny checking in as well tonight. What do you do? I can't even see what's going on. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend.
See ya.
Bye.
Everybody. All right. Here's your cue in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.